Many of us have a tendency to assume that any problems we're dealing with are bad things, and that our life would be so much better if we didn't have those problems. Now, I don't mean to suggest that anyone going through a terrible illness, having their home repossessed, or recovering from a serious accident should simply try to shrug it off and look on the bright side. There are times when we all need time and space to come to terms with a major life change. But it's also true that if someone lived their whole life sheltered from all problems, they wouldn't be any wiser at 70 than they were at 17. An uneventful, easy life does not tend to lead to wisdom, meaning, or fulfillment. In fact, you can probably think of people who grew up in very wealthy families, who were given endless support, money, and encouragement all throughout their formative years, who ended up spiraling out of control, almost as if a part of them was hungry for adversity, for something to fight against and to struggle to overcome. The truth is that difficulties really can add to people, rather than just take from them. People who have known adversity tend to develop a broader perspective on life, have more empathy for others, more grit and greater resilience, and have more appreciation and gratitude for the good things in their life. The Stoics, a group of philosophers in ancient Greece and Rome, would counsel people to see any difficulty as an opportunity to further develop the 4 core virtues. These are courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. We can't control certain aspects of our lives just as we can't control the weather, but we can always learn to deal with them more virtuously. And this is something that is under our control. For the Stoics, a life lived with virtue is of much greater value than the fickleness of luck or the ebb and flow of fortune over the course of our lives. There is something we can all learn from this approach. If we actively care about living in accord with our principles, to be the person we know we're capable of being when we're at our best, then that doesn't just mean quietly hoping for a smooth, easy, successful life. It means being ready for and expecting that life will throw us curveballs. And rather than bracing against problems, rather than tensing and turning away from them, we can learn to actively embrace our problems, handle them as an adult, and further develop ourselves in the process. What's more, when you learn to relax, even when circumstances are challenging, you tend to become much more creative and resourceful. Elite-level athletes all know that too much tension interferes with their performance. Part of the art of peak performance is learning to relax into the here and now and to trust yourself to be able to handle whatever comes up. And when you approach a problem with curiosity, with a willingness to engage with it, and with the understanding that there's an opportunity to develop yourself as a person, then you can often find solutions and ways through that you might once never have considered possible.